A lot of people, I guess, is wondering, what kind of childhood did I have? In part, it was miserable. I was thinking about going out today and going up the road to where I was raised at. I don't know if I will or not. And show you how close the house is to the road. It might be 10 foot, and we're talking about the crossing of a road. It might be 10 foot off the road. Of course, I think most of my repeat viewers know I hate television because I grew up on it. No, it's just too much racket. I had to deal with TV on, and I had to deal with the traffic going by the house 10, 15, wasn't even 15, 10, 12 feet away. And I want to move again, because where I live at now, it's noisy. You cannot open your windows in the spring. You cannot open your windows here in the spring because the traffic is. That's why I got very noisy neighbors. You'll hear the traffic here in a minute. It's calmed down for a little bit, but like 6 sun just comes up. Traffic's miserable here. Neighbors all got loud mufflers, trucks, cars. I'm just so burnt out on noise. I was watching a video on YouTube. This guy was going to I think it's Iowa. This guy was going to an abandoned house. I don't know if you could call it, I guess you could call it a farmhouse, but it's all run down. It looked like it had a mile-long driveway, middle of nowhere. That will be my next place to buy. I want to give me a house or a farmhouse, doesn't matter. If there's no farmhouse, I'd tear it down to build a new house. But when you grow up on racket and noise, it's a hard life. I'm just so burned. I'm just so sick of racket and noise. And in a sense, that's one of the reasons why I'm not married. I don't want to put up with a television set. I hate living a lonely life. So I'm probably going to be forced, I hate to say not marry, but if I live with a girl, forced to put up with television. That old saying, damn if you do and damn if you don't. You can tell I've had a miserable noises. It's springtime. I'll say it again. It's springtime. I cannot hear. I just hear this. No, hear this. That's nothing compared to what I was 20 minutes ago. It's springtime. I want to open my windows, but I can't. It's just too damn noisy here. And the only place I knew it was quiet. In 1979, we moved to Lynchburg, Highland County, Ohio. We was forced to move because we rented a small house, and me and my sister was getting too old for one bedroom. So we couldn't find no place around here to rent. And so we actually went up to my dad's brother owns a farm, 55 acres. And so he offered to rent us a little. He farmed that land, but he worked also at Ford Motor Company. But he didn't farm all the land. He used to farm it all, but he really couldn't make nothing at it. And so the one part of his land, he said we could rent. He'd rent it to us. We had to bush hog it because he hadn't farmed it in a long time. It's the only thing about it, you'll have to get here and get a bush hog. You'll have to pay for the bush hog. If you clear it out, and you won't believe it, we worked our butts off, but he was isolated. Now, my dad, he likes his news and he likes television late at night. I still had to put up with the TV. But the house, You know, it just, the house I grew up in was just too small for TV. But up there we got us a double wide, and so my bedroom was farther from the little living room, a little farther away, a little quieter. Up there it was no traffic at all. It's so peaceful. Hear that? Hear him going by? That's nothing. It's 20 times worse than that. 20 minutes ago, it's 20 times worse than that. You just cannot open your windows here in the springtime. Got all my windows closed. Can't turn on the air conditioner. It's not hot enough. It's a very miserable place to live where I live, and I'm going to move as soon as I can. It just, if you see me wore out, you wake up. See what I do? It's springtime. I keep my windows open all night. Okay, let that fresh spring air come in. And I don't set my alarm clock to get up and close the windows. I just let the traffic noise wake me up. And then I got to close my windows. That helps, but it doesn't, as you can hear, it doesn't stop it. I'm close to the road here, just like I was at my childhood house. I'm so sick and tired of noise, racket. That video on YouTube about that guy driving an abandoned house a mile away, that kind of killed me to watch that. Torture to me. It's what I want. I want a mile-long driveway, a mile from the road. Now, any police officer would tell you they don't like trees around the house because they can't. If there's a burglary or something, they can't see the burglary. So I wouldn't have no trees around me. I'd have any trees cut down, because when you're a mile off the road, if you need to call a law, they need to see what they're coming when they're coming up your long driveway. So I wouldn't have no trees around the house at all. My dad loves trees. I love trees too. But when you're a mile off from the highway, it's a little bit more dangerous, because if you're going to get robbed, burglarized, perfect place. That's why I'd have no trees around the house. Any trees, if I'd buy the land, any trees would be close to the house, that is, would be cut down. Period. Call it stump removal. Take them all out. But that house, abandoned house, it had a long driveway. Man, I fell in love with it. I thought I wouldn't give to wake up in peace and quiet. I'm so sick of noise. God, I'm so sick of racket and noise. So help me God.